nerve activations of the nerve. If you like, we can get right into it. It's going to be an activation for the 7-7 portal tomorrow. So I'll be right next to it. If you have some water next to you. Again, if you don't have it, I'll give you a minute to get it. Okay. If you're sitting down, make sure your feet are flat on the ground. If you're outside, make sure you're barefoot. Make sure your palms are up. And please keep your mind focused on your breathing. Let all the thoughts go. It's the way you're able to receive. You're learning to feel more and think less. Following your heart and trusting your feeling. breathe that in. And when you're ready, come slowly back into your body. Drink plenty of water. Have a shower and ground yourself. Remember to spend lots of time in nature. It's good to ground yourself barefoot on the grass for 20 minutes a day. Drink plenty of water and have a shower. And spend lots of time in nature by yourself if you can get out there. Follow your heart, but it's always best to do these activations 3 to 7 times a day. It's best not to question it, just receive what you're meant to receive. These are fresh, brand new every single day that I do these activations. No two are the same. So please like, share, and subscribe. The more people this reaches, the better. If you'd like me to do an energy reading, send me a photo. If you have anything you care to share, any comments, you can send it to my email at reinadhabsburg@gmail.com. And I hope you can't hear that music in the background. I was trying to wait until it stopped, but I hope I got the activation through without that noise in the background. My hand is burning right now. My arm actually is burning. I feel burning from the bottom of my palm down my side of my arm. And like I had mentioned, I had a bad fall. And I cracked my wrist in 3 places. I'm swollen from my fingers to past my elbow, and it's green and yellow. The specialist said that surgery would be an hour, and they wanted to put pins and a plate in there. But I have not scheduled the surgery, and I refused the medicine. So I just wanted to share that with you because I can't always hold the phone, because if I drop it and it falls in my hand, that's gonna hurt. And I don't want to add insult to injury, so I need to be careful. I'm afraid of saying too much here, and I don't want to do that. I'm not here to hurt or harm anything. I'm here just showing you the way, like so many of us are, who have already been through it. And I don't know about you, but if you don't have God in your life, then what kind of life are you living? Without God, you can't breathe. God is like oxygen. And if you have God in your life, well, congratulations, because you're going the right way. For me, there's nothing I wouldn't do for God. There's nothing I wouldn't do for Jesus. Jesus has been there for me more times than I can count. And so is God. But if you invite Jesus into your life, watch what happens. And just remember, God is always listening, and so is Jesus. There's nowhere you can't talk to him. If I didn't have Jesus in my life, I wouldn't be here. If I didn't have God in my life, I wouldn't be here. And I'm super grateful for both. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. For me, there's many, I don't know how many people are out there, but that maybe had a problem with the 3-letter word that I hate. What makes a person shy? Does it have to do with their upbringing? Those that are around them? What makes one think like that? And, to come out and show myself and do these sessions is a big deal for me. And they don't want me to hide. God doesn't want me to hide. Jesus doesn't want me to hide. But with my situation right now, I have to hold my arm up. And sometimes I get tired and want to put it down, and there's pain all the way up to underneath my shoulder. So Right now, this is the easiest way I can do it until I get this cast off or it heals. I can move my wrist again. Because my fingers are too, they're a little stiff, but they're moving slightly. So, if you're around people that would rather you stay silent or say nothing at all the more reason to go within and ask your heart. And listen to what your heart guides you to do. Your feelings never lie. And if you're bombarded by thoughts, you don't want to get distracted by that. It's more important to pay attention to how you are feeling. It's more important for you to get in tune with yourself. And if people around you are saying they're fearful to go within, there's nothing to fear. Spend some time alone in nature and do it that way. And the people that you are around, how do they make you feel when you're around them? Are you able to feel that deeply? Are you really able to silence your mind and tune into how you feel? It's really important that you take some time for yourself. And not be influenced by those that are around you. And if you have God, and you know, if you have Jesus, He will show you things that maybe you're not aware of, or I don't want to go into great detail about it, but this way you can see for yourself. You can feel for yourself. You can know it for yourself. That without God, I wouldn't be here. Without Jesus, I wouldn't be here. And there are those in the world that are unkind. And I today received a message that I don't think I want to share that. If you want to know us, and you can ask me an email and I'll tell you, I'll share it with you. You just want to be careful of that. And you can always talk with Jesus or God if you have God, and if you have either or both in your life, that's wonderful. Jesus has saved my life so many times. And when God stepped in, everything just changed. And if you stay focused on your own alignment and on your own vibration, and you're able to still the mind, and just be the watcher of the thoughts, and not grab onto every thought that pops up in your head. Right there, you're getting stronger. Remember, there are all kinds on this planet, and there are those that want to keep the masses exactly where they are, having no interest in this, and just keep doing what they're doing. But that's the old way to do things. On the new earth, the best way to do it is by the way we're doing it. And there are a lot of us out there. Just trust that what you're receiving serves your highest and best. And if you like and you're okay with it, you can take notes of where you're at. And if you're feeling out of sorts, all the more reason to do them a little more. And if you're feeling anything other than positive, the best thing to do is to sit with it and be with that emotion until it dissolves and dissipates into nothingness from whence it came. If you let your emotions get the best of you, I've seen what happens to people. So just be mindful of the thoughts throughout the day. The longer you can sit in stillness, the better. These activations, I was told maybe they're too soft, maybe they're too not what they're used to, I guess. It doesn't mean it's any less effective. It is very effective. Button.
Can't be sitting over there.
You want to make sure you're breathing deep as well. Sometimes I start off with deep breathing, and sometimes I don't. You can always start small. You breathe in for 3, you hold for 3, and you breathe out for 5. And you can do that 3 to 5 times before you start the activation. And once you start tuning in, the more you're going to want to. this because doing the activations and doing the meditations, because I was doing things all along that led me up to this. And things weren't going so well in my life. Because I always looked at it like you treat others the way you want to be treated. You know, I'm careful about how they might feel. I'm careful. I don't want to hurt anybody because I don't want to be hurt. And certainly I wouldn't harm anything. I'd rather feed it than harm it. And I didn't realize that I was being good to everything that was around me, and I was leaving myself out of it. Because I always looked at it like, oh well, money's easy. I'll make it back. And I was looking out for others more than I was for myself. But I was having fun doing that. But in the end, it hurt me. I'm the type that if I had a pet, I'd fill up the whole refrigerator with food for them and have a little tiny space for me. Because I love seeing them happy. You know, nature is just a magnificent jewel. You never see the same thing twice. There's always something happening. And without nature, I wouldn't even be here. And plus, I was too, I guess, shallow. Always concerned about the exterior. And spending my money in all the wrong places. And my closets kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And there was a lot of things I wasn't doing right. Because I didn't know. And if you don't know, then nothing's gonna change. But if you have an interest in this, keep going. Believe in yourself. And the more you do it, the stronger you get. I'm grateful you're here, and I just wanted to say thank you. And I appreciate all of you, and I'd like to say thank you to God, and thank you to Jesus. And thank you for all who do have my back. I appreciate you more than I can express, and I hope you know that. And I love you all more than words can express. I know I said that, but I'm just saying it again. And I'll see you next time.